No,
Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I am very happy to have Tony Duffy here with 1 Million Cups, and he has brought some terrific guests as always. I was thrilled to have Pamela Godwin here. She is from the company Sideshow Photobooth Co. And of course, the awesome little trailer Lucille belongs to them. And then next to her, I've got Robert Selliah, who's here with American MedChem. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
And of course, Tony, to the show.
awesome.
Great to have you.
We appreciate it.
Thanks for driving all the way down here. It's, but I know why you do it. The same way we drive all the way up there, because we're going to get to meet great people.
Awesome. Yeah, exactly. So again, with 1 Million Cups, we're a not-for-profit that has chapters in about over 100 cities at this point across the country. It's built as entrepreneurs, kind of a dream for entrepreneurs in the context that we curate an audience and we give them a dynamic feedback loop that's not so much pitching as it is sharing and figuring out how the local business community or the regional business community can help them support and develop their business further.
Yeah, it is very much, you know, as I've said many times in this program, many times, kind of like the old Ben Franklin statement, hang together or hang separately.
Exactly.
And hanging together is the way to do it. Growing our businesses together, our friendships, our partnerships, that's what this is really all about.
Exactly, and again, the partnership that you guys have created for us has been profoundly impactful, where it's actually gotten more businesses to apply to present in our forum,
right.
As well as helping the businesses that have come on to share here attract, you know, customers, other folks that want to help them succeed. Before
we talk about these two and their terrific companies, let's talk about when the next 1 Million Cups event is.
So we're next Wednesday, okay. March 1. We're the first Wednesday of every month at the startup Ogden space at Weber State University downtown. And it's free breakfast, usually sponsored by local business or an organization. This week Ogden City, or next week's Ogden City sponsoring it, and these folks will be presenting.
That's great. All right, well, let's turn our attention to Pamela Godwin. Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about where this idea came from. We know we've seen people with photo booths at different events and things, but a mobile photo booth in the form of a trailer, a little different thought.
It is, yeah. We bought this little trailer named Lucille. She's a 1956 canned ham camper, and converted her into a traveling portrait studio, and we decorated the inside of her with all kinds of memorabilia from our childhoods and travels, and it's really different than anything else you'll ever see.
Indeed.
In a photo booth. Yeah.
I love it. The accoutrements of it, though, important parts of that, the props and things that sort of bring it to that person and invest them in that situation.
Absolutely, yeah. We don't have any kind of little mustaches on sticks in our photo booth. We have giant gorilla hands and mannequin parts, and everything's kind of vintage and unique, and some things are handmade. So yeah, it's really.
Do you have an old telephone?
We do.
See, I just felt that there was a telephone in there somewhere. I could just tell.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to do this? What was the impetus for this?
You know, I wanted to run a business that was something I could do and go to grad school at the same time.
Is that right?
To go back to school, and I thought, well, this is going to afford me the flexibility that I can book these events around my classes, and I ended up entering a competition called Startup Weber and winning first place.
Wow.
And so I got funding to go ahead and start the business, and it's just been great fun, kind of a wild ride.
That is just
spring.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
I bet that was exciting to have that happen.
What an amazing experience. We talked to so many. Actually, Tony was one of the mentors at that competition, so he's been instrumental.
Perfect. She took my notes.
Apparently, and acted on them. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
We see some of the photos from your trailer right there. This is an amazing success story then for you. Talk about what you are doing with it. Are you going to grad school now? Are you starting here relatively soon? What's the plan?
I'm starting grad school soon.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with that. But
what you want to be for the rest of your life?
I'm thinking about getting an MBA because I really do enjoy entrepreneurship. And we've already done several events. Our most recent event was the Indie Ogden Awards. We did that, and that was great fun, and did another little event for the university. So yeah, we've been quite busy. It's been
That's
great.
neat.
Yeah.
The busy part is ideal.
Yeah, and Pamela really embodies kind of the 1 Million Cups program in the context where we've watched her business. I've had contact with her since before she started it, watching them kind of like grow and evolve and then benefit from this network and this, kind of community that we've created around entrepreneurship, and it's all verticals. It's everything from entertainment-based things to medical research, which we'll talk about too. So it's kind of neat.
Indeed. Well, I'm excited for you. This has just been, I'm sure, a blast as it's been moving forward. You're gonna at 1 Million Cups. You're gonna have to have them taking photos. It seems like you have to have the trailer there afterwards.
Well, it's funny because I've seen her fit the trailer in a lot of different, it's all of a sudden, hey, it's inside the building. That's
right.
cool. We're on the 2nd floor, so that might prove
not work
challenging.
this time.
I don't have a freight, but perhaps it'll be sitting outside so we can at least kind of like look down upon it and people can maybe cycle through it on the back end of the event. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited to talk more. I want to spend a little time with Robert Selliah, so I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with more as we talk with 1 Million Cups. Our friend Tony Duffy with his great guests here in studio right after this. Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, where we're continuing our conversation with Tony Duffy and 1 Million Cups and his special guests. And I am thrilled to turn our attention to Robert Selliah here as we talk about his company, which is American MedChem. Welcome.
Thank you.
Am I saying it right?
Selliah?
Selliah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm thrilled to talk about your side of the business. I love the technical stuff. I'm always interested in medical things, and especially cutting edge part of that. I think that so often, we talk about how the medical careers and the medical field grow. The growth in knowledge is astounding. I think it's what every 10 years they say it doubles in full scope of knowledge, which is kind of almost unfathomable. Right. But it's still slow in a sense that we know there's new things out there. We know there's a way to make things less expensive too, and to get things to people sooner. That's really where you come in, right?
Yes, indeed. I mean, what you touched on, our technology, which is genetics. I mean, genetics technology is understood now, but we are querying biological systems, which takes a long time because we have to query and understand the answer before we can make it. Yes, then we apply it for medical purposes, right? So where we come in is we collaborate with biologists who are asking these questions about pediatric medicine. The technology that we have now, which is done by pharmaceutical industries and biotechs, are serving adults very well. I mean, adults live to 70 plus years of age in reasonably good health.
Right.
But pediatric medicine has been left behind because it's not profitable.
Really?
Yes.
One would think it would be because the whole point of living a long life is getting a good start, right?
Indeed, yeah, you would think so, but pharmaceutical business is driven by population. So fortunately, not many kids get sick.
Yes,
but kids who get sick are very sick. So we want to kind of bring the technology that's helping adults, it's the same technology, to serve the children also. And so we are doing it as a nonprofit. So I call our organization a nonprofit biotech, which doesn't, nobody speaks of the same two words in the same breath.
That one,
yes. Yes, but we are calling ourselves a nonprofit biotech. So we are taking the biotechnology model and applying it as a nonprofit, as a 501c3 research organization.
Where do you see the biggest shortfalls with children's care?
It's in very difficult diseases like rare diseases, genetic diseases, pediatric cancers. We are still using medicines that were discovered for adults 40 years ago, chemotherapy, radiation, and various things in children, and it damages them. I mean, 70% of children who survive cancer have lifelong illnesses which come up later in their mid-20s. So
much of that from the chemotherapy, and we've even heard that the chemo kills you when the cancer didn't.
Yeah, a lot of children. Right? I mean, pediatric cancer is considered the largest killer of kids besides accidents.
Really?
Yes. So that's the kind of number. I had a shocking experience a couple of years ago in this area, which is I found out that 239 children die every day all over the world from pediatric cancer. So I was trying to put that into context.
Wow.
Right, I was trying to put that into context. What does it mean, 239 children? Then that flight MH370 happened, and that's like, 240 people went missing
Right.
in one event.
And
how much we talked about it, right?
Yeah, we were all just
Yes.
destroyed over this.
Yes, and how many millions of dollars to spend? The entire world collaborated to find the remains of this aircraft. But every day, a flight full of kids is going missing, and we don't talk about it.
Wow.
So my job is to raise awareness as well as carry out the research to get the medicines, because we have the technology to bring forward what's called targeted medicines, which is safe, effective medicines, and we want to create this for children. So change the paradigm for kids.
I love this. This is great, Tony. I can hardly wait.
I didn't do it. His brain's way bigger than
I
mine.
know, all of us. I am so excited to hear more. I'm going to be at this 1 million cups for sure, because what a great topic and what an important one. And the idea that you're not looking to make money on it and just figure out what to do differently is inspiring, my friend.
Right.
Thank you so very much for that.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a privilege to do this work. I mean, I have, in the last 4 or 5 years, come across children who have taught me wisdom. There's this girl called Gabriella Miller. She died at the age of 10 of brain cancer. But in the last year of her diagnosis and before she died, she said something like, if I lose this battle, I want others to continue with this war. And they're going to win this war. I mean, look at this child, right? 10-year-old child saying this. So I feel like she has left me some work to do. So that's AMC.
Wow. Tony, this is inspiring. As always, you've really got the corner of the market on finding just terrific people to meet, and we sure have enjoyed meeting them here on the program. Everyone else will have that opportunity to hear more from them at 1 Million Cups next Wednesday.
Correct.
And that again is at Weber State University.
Weber State University downtown. The Startup Ogden space, 1millioncups.com/Ogden for information on attending, for information on applying to present. And this is all unpaid for all of us in the committee. I do this because of these people. It's constant fodder. It's constant, positive people solving problems, people making people smile, people doing good.
Great vibes are happening at 1 Million Cups. They're happening here in studio as well. We have so much enjoyed this part of our day, and we've got a lot more as we wrap things up today, telling you about what's on tomorrow's program and more right after these messages.